Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Can everybody hear me? Okay, here's what we're going to do. I scribbled down some items here where people had questions. Okay, so I'll walk you through those. Okay, and then any other clarification while we're up, maybe it'll pop another question. We'll go over that as well. Okay, then once we're done that, we do have a little lesson for you. We'll give that out. And then, as I had mentioned before, the majority of you, both Carol and myself, are going to be meeting with you separately and giving you your progress report from last semester. Okay? So, here we go. I'm going to go to the screen now. And I'm going to try to put this in some kind of order, like as I wrote down some items here. Okay, so some people had a question in regards to where is the startup file in case your attendance sheet, your electronic attendance sheet does not come up. Okay, so here it is. So we're going to go where? The start menu. Okay, and once we go to the start menu, if you notice right here, it says all programs. Now, when we click on this, okay, here's what happens when I clicked on all programs. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, okay, and what happened was, as you can see, this menu now comes up. Okay, and it's showing you everything that's in the programs folder. And if you look right here, what does it say? Startup. Correct. So I'm going to click. Now here's the thing, guys. Get yourself in the habit of doing this. With your mouse pointer, make sure you click on icons. Okay? Now if I click here, it could open. Okay? Get yourself, though, to take your mouse pointer, go to the icon, and now we will click. And the reason, I'll show you why that can mess you up at times, and then you think, oh my goodness, what did I do? It's really very simple, but get yourself in the habit. Pointer on icon. So I'm going to double click there. Okay, and now, let's see here. Log on tracking. You see that there?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to go to log on tracking.
I'm sorry.
Okay, and here now the tracking sheet comes up. Okay, now you can complete this as normal, and when you're done, you submit. Okay, so should anything like that happen again, okay, I'm going to close this out. Okay, and where are we going to go? Somebody want to, Chandel, can you tell me where I'm supposed to go now?
Back to start.
Okay, we want to get to the electronic timesheet. So how do we do that? If in fact you closed it out by accident or it didn't come up, where do we go?
Speak up, Chandel, no.
Where is
How you
it?
get there? What you got? What you doing? What she doing?
Huh?
Help Marie get back to it. What do you go to first?
Start.
Stop.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
we have the start menu.
And then?
Start up.
And then?
Okay,
Chandel
Chandel,
said
watch.
programs.
Okay. Okay, so I hit programs, and now all the files came up here to the programs. And what are we looking for?
Startup.
Startup. And what did I say is important, guys, when you're about to click and you want to open something? Where do you do? Put your mouse pointer.
Twice.
The icon, very good. Double click, and now it brings up the other items that are in the startup menu. And now where are we going?
Log on track.
Log on tracking, double click, and there's the log on tracking. Okay? Everybody comfortable with that? Okay, we talked about icons, okay? And I'm going to show you a few others, but I want you to look right now at my desktop. Okay, so you can see all the icons right here, okay? Excuse me. And these icons, if you notice here, on my desktop, if I want to open one of these programs or applications, what do?
Put your cursor in your app,
Get my mouse pointer.
mouse pointer on it and click
Yes, and again, please put it on the icon, right? So if I were to open this particular program, this is Publisher, I would double click, and there it is, okay? Now, what I just want to point out to you, one thing here, and excuse me, if you notice, right here on my desktop, I have what? Outlook, okay? If we come down, and what bar is this right here?
it.
Taskbar. Notice I have icons as well, and you should as well have icons down here. So we have some shortcuts here. Now, here's what I suggest. I suggest to all my students. One of the things you may want to do is programs or applications that you will use every day continuously. You can put those icons in your taskbar. And you know what? You just click once and that opens. Then you can get rid of that icon on your desktop to make it less clutter, okay? When you want to open a program or an application that is on your desktop, you click twice. When an icon, a shortcut, is in your taskbar, you click once. So something you're going to use every day. You can move it down to your taskbar. Yes.
Yeah, how can I move my
I'm going to show you right now, okay? So since I have Outlook in my taskbar, okay, and that's a good question, but since I have Outlook in my taskbar, I also have it on my desktop, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me just show you first what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of Outlook because why do I need it here when I have it here and I have to click once? So to remove an icon, I'm going to do a right click. Now, who can tell me on the mouse when you do a right click, which is a good tool to use, okay? That right click, who can tell me what the right click does?
It will come up where it asks you if you want to you want to delete that or put it in the recycle bin.
Yeah, you're giving me like, you know, you are giving me an answer, but I want the concept. So what is the right click?
Right click gives commands. Basically right click, you can open it, close it. It gives commands to that.
It gives commands, right? It gives you, what it does is it gives you a drop-down menu, and it will tell you, here are the options you currently have. So it's based on what program you're in and what document, what you're doing at the time. It's not always going to give you the same options, okay? So it will say, okay, based on where you are right now and based on maybe what you may want to do, here are some options you can take. Get used to using your right click. It's really a very helpful tool, okay? So let me do the right click. Okay, there's my mouse pointer. It's on Outlook. I'm going to do a right click. And now I get the drop down menu. And what do you see there? I want to get rid of this.
Delete.
So I go to delete.
No.
Okay, I'm going to hit delete. Now notice here, it says, are you sure you want to move this shortcut to the recycle bin? Here's the thing with icons. It will not uninstall the program. That's installed in your control panel, okay? It will not uninstall the program or the application. It will only delete the icon. So you don't have to get, upset saying, oh my goodness, I just deleted the program. No, you did not. Okay, that's a whole other aspect, okay?
With the recycling bin, when you say delete, do we want to go into the recycling bin
Yeah, and that's where it'll put it, and that's fine.
all the time?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say delete. Okay, I'm going to say yes, go ahead, delete it. It automatically took it off my desktop, and it has thrown it into the recycle bin, which I always like to keep mine ready. Okay, now, how do I move an icon? Okay, and I want to put it in the taskbar. Okay, now I use, excuse me, let me just see here, this is a document rage, okay. Okay, I'm looking here, I don't have the icon Word, look, here's Word. Now I have it on my desktop. The only reason why you're seeing this Word here, the document, is because of the fact that I have a document that's already opened, okay? And it sits in the taskbar. It doesn't close the program out. So that's why you're seeing this, and this is actually a document. When I hover over, notice what it does, it pulls up, okay, a document. But I want to get the program shortcut in my taskbar. Okay, how many here know how to drag and drop? Okay, Rosalind, I saw your hand. Do you know how to drag and drop?
Put your mouse on it and then hold it and drag it.
Okay, hold what?
Hold on to your left click.
Very good.
And I have a trackball, so I'll just drag it into my trackball.
Okay, very good. So you do a single, Chandel and Samima, like, it's a little disruptive for others. Okay, thank you. So, that was excellent, Rosalind. I'm going to do a single left click. My finger remains on the left click. And now I can move this icon anywhere. Now watch, I'm going to go down here. And watch what happens when I get down to the taskbar. Okay, now it's a little hard to see, okay, but, golly, it's a little hard to see. If you can notice, there are breaks here. Let me show you. Let me do this one more time. This one's a lot harder than XP. If you notice, when I hover over an icon, can you see how this now putting like this little very fine line white box?
Yes.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, so when you move those icons and you're saying, basically what you're saying here is I want to drop this down, now you'll see those little white, you see that? So what you have to do is make sure that you get it right on one of those lines there, okay? And come on. And why is it not allowing me to do this? Let me try over here. Daryl, this is, XP gives you the thick, bold, black IV. This one here, when you just do this here, it just gives you this fine line. So when I try to drop this in, this is the program, it's not letting me drop it in.
Oh, because it's already down there.
No, yeah, that's just a document. So, all right, let me try Excel. Let's see what happens with Excel. Here we go. Here's Excel. Doing the same thing. Let's try it. Maybe it won't because I have a document opened. Okay, so let me try. I'm just doing the same thing, drag and drop. There it goes. Okay. It's probably giving me trouble because of the fact that even though I don't have the shortcut in my taskbar, I have the program open and it's not letting me do it. Okay.
As far as going into the startup menu and would I have to copy it and bring it out? Like for instance, when I go to
Actually,
startup.
if you go to,
That's a second way.
yeah.
That's a second way of doing it, and I can show you that, okay? But if you have something that's on your desktop already, okay, so like I would really, now that I have this in my taskbar, I don't want this, I want to get rid of it, okay? So now to make my desktop less cluttered. Now, if in fact you want to, I'm going to do this, okay? All right, if in fact I want to add a program that's not there on my desktop, I go to Start menu, okay, and I could just type in the program, Publisher, okay, when it came up, it's just not, sorry guys, it was too fast there. Okay, so now here's Publisher. I say, gee, I want to add this program to my desktop or even the taskbar, okay? When it comes up, what can I do here to get options?
What kind of click?
Right click.
Right click, very good.
Okay, so I do a right click. And notice, take a look at these options. And which one do you think could possibly give me?
Pin to the taskbar.
send to, and now, right here it says send to, and you can see it says desktop, create the shortcut. So if I do that, now all of a sudden here it is. And if then I wanted to move it to my taskbar, I can just drag it down, okay? They start to move over, and there you go, and then I can just delete this one again, okay?
Now, Rosalind says you could just click pin to taskbar. So yeah,
Yes.
that's another way of doing it
Yes,
too.
you can. I didn't
Okay.
see that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was on.
Was it? I didn't see it. Okay, thank you, because I'm saying to you. Okay. All right. Okay, so that is some questions about your icons, okay, and maybe just a better use of the way your desktop, and this is important for organization. I can tell you, we see some students and we go to their desktop, they have documents all over. It's kind of hard to find a document that way, and so you really want to be organized. It's crucial, okay, no matter what type of position you have, okay? All right, now anybody have any questions while we're on the desktop or talking about icons? Rosalind? Printing, okay. So what is your question in regards to printing?
I want to be able to, in this Word,
Yes.
2010, I don't know how to print. I don't know how to use I can't find a way to print my document
Okay,
or what I want to print.
okay. Before we go there, and I'll do that next, how about setting up when you come in, you always want to check your printer for the classroom setup, okay? How do you check? How do you know?
This has to be highlighted and button down here.
Start,
Start button, then here and there.
go where? No, printer. Right now I'm asking people, how do they check their printer default? I'll go that route next.
You
Salima?
gotta go to the settings.
Okay, so look at these settings here. When I go to my taskbar, okay?
I hit the start. Okay, I see it. Then it goes over. So how am I
Now,
going
on that menu here, where do I go, Selena? Look at the items that are here.
Device and printer.
Right, now when I click on that, here's what comes up. It tells you all the printers that are connected to your system. But how do you know what printer right now, if you print, where,
Classroom, you gotta go to room one.
what does it say? There you go. You see the green
M1.
circle there with the check mark? Does everybody see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so therefore it's saying right now when you print, your items are going to go to room 1, your documents. What if you want to change your default? Let's say
What is default?
default means it's an automatic selection.
Okay.
It just comes with the program. Or somebody changed something to the setting to make it the default. Okay? So what if you, now of course, again, because of the fact I'm a staff member, I don't have every classroom printer connected, okay, as you guys would see in your printer setup, okay? But however, let's just say I do want to change it from classroom 1, and let's say I want to change it to the hallway. Okay, there's a printer in the hallway. So, how do I change my default right now? Who's gonna?
Click on the hallway.
Okay, click. So I clicked. Now what?
It's one says remove device and one says add device.
It says
I'm
that
bored.
is printer ready.
It's
It
like
says
a
printer
board.
ready. But what do I need to do? I right click. Remember? So when I do a right click, it gives me the drop down menu with
set
options.
as default printer.
There you go. So set as default printer. Now notice what happened. Now where does it show you? It shows you the little green circle with the check mark.
It's a check mark
So
saying
that
that
tells you.
anybody that prints from room 1 is going to go into the academy.
No, that is my particular
Yes,
Oh,
setting. This is my, you're looking at my
That's on her-
desktop.
That's on her computer.
Oh, alright.
Okay, so I'm going to change it back here. Okay, set as default printer because I wanted it room 1 because I'm in
Right.
classroom 1 right
Exactly.
now. Okay, all right. Any questions about the setup and change of default printers? Good.
I
Okay.
already printed 2 things out today.
Okay, now, Rosalind's question is, how do I print a document? an excellent, so I'm gonna just, excuse me.
Basically.
All right, so here I opened Microsoft Word, okay? And guys, I want to show you something that I just found out. I've been working with XP for years and years, so it was second nature to me. So I myself am learning the ribbons, and learning Microsoft 10. Excuse me. And one thing I did notice, when we talk about the taskbar, which is right up here, can you see that? That's much different
In
than
2002.
XP, okay? All right? Now, what you can do, I'm going to show you this, and it's strictly up to you, but I've been making these changes now on my computer. You see right at the end here? Now, it's showing you some shortcut icons, right? Right here, do you see that little arrow? When I click on that arrow, if you notice the options, one of them down here, you can actually say, well, I want to see open on my shortcut toolbar here all the time. You just click on it. Or I want to do a quick print. I want that up there, so forth and so on. But look at the bottom. Right here it says show below the ribbon. I like that one because I find this to be just a little confusing for myself. Okay, so I click on show below the ribbon, and now they're right here. To me, it's a lot clearer to see in the gray than it is in the blue.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and right here, then I could just click on any of these shortcuts that I want to do right away. So I notice I don't have quick print there, so I'll click that, and now the printer was added.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys, you can make that decision on your own.
Click on that. How you do that again? Click on the printer and see
Okay.
where is it at.
All right, originally, I'm going to send this back, show above the ribbon. So now watch what happens. It's going to put it back in the blue area right up here. Okay?
Oh.
And for instance, I really don't want it there because it just, to me, for my vision, whatever. So I say show below the ribbon. I click here, and now it's right here where my mouse is. I don't have to go all the way up here. And this is a lot clearer for me. Now, if in fact I want to add any other shortcuts, I can do that. Let's say I say, well, I want to see open all the time. I want to hit that. So it'll put a folder up here because that's the icon for a folder. So now notice, bingo. Okay? If you want to remove any of these, all you have to do is unselect. Okay? Is everybody okay with that? Feeling comfortable? Yes, I see a hand.
I just wanted to, Rosalind, Rosalind, is it something that you want to print from Microsoft Word or it's something other?
Other.
Okay, that's what she needs to know, is how to print something
I know.
other than from Microsoft Word.
Oh, well, okay. Because I'm going there at how to print. Now you say other.
Other than Microsoft Word. I just printed 2 documents, but they were something other than Microsoft Word. And when I went to print, the program that I was in gave me instructions. My computer was set up to print on room 1, so I had no problems. But the question was, how do you print something other than Microsoft Word when it doesn't give you instruction?
Right.
That's what she needs to know.
Okay, let me make sure I am understanding that. So let me just quickly, that's where I was going to go next.
Okay.
If you notice, this is different from XP, okay? Right here, you see where it says file?